Welcome back. It is 2019. This is Lift Your Monday Season 2, and we are coming back better than ever. Oh, man, I'm excited. I am very, very excited. I want to take this podcast to a whole new level, right? Read it on the shirt, consistent. I got this from a conference in Kansas at KU, actually. The whole thing was about being consistent. I love it. It fits perfect to the first episode because the first episode is about goals. And we are going to talk about goals today. Before we get to that, I hope you guys had a great break. I hope you guys had some time to, get with family, do whatever you need to do. Enjoy the Christmas spirit. Make sure you know the reason for the season is very, very important. I'm just super, super happy to be back. I don't know if you guys know, but we're on another level. I got my own microphone now. Man, I can record anywhere. So I'm hoping to get out and go meet new people and get them on here so you guys can hear their stories. My goal coming up is I want to get one of my buddies on, and I want to get the president on. I want to get Lisa Smith on. If you don't know who that is, you should. You definitely should. Coach Wells, I'm going to get him on here. Should be a great conversation. Very excited, guys. I got a lot coming up this season for you guys. Also, we're doing a giveaway. I'll talk more about that at the end of this podcast, but the first giveaway will be a full year-long workout program where I'll meet with you and we'll discuss, and it'll be tailored completely to what you want and who you are. So very excited about that. You should be excited about that because I normally do not make workout programs for people. I like to stay away from that just because there's a lot that goes into it. And I'm not always there for you to work out. So I kind of don't like that. But I want to do it because it's something special, and I want to do a giveaway. So that, and then we'll be doing some clothing also. So be on the lookout for that. Apologize for the water. Throat's not all there, but I had to get the Lift Your Monday out. I've been dying to get new Lift Your Mondays out. So I'm very excited for this. Are you guys ready? You guys ready for Lift Your Monday Season 2? Here we go. Welcome back, 2019. It's a new year. I hope you guys are pumped. I am freaking pumped up. I am so happy you guys are here, and I'm glad you're listening. If you are listening, make sure you dive in, take some notes if it's worthy of taking notes. I think it's worthy of taking notes. I took notes. But share it. Also, please share it, guys. Share. That goes with our first giveaway, and I'll talk about that at the end. But It's been it was a crazy 2018. Crazy 2018. I'm still going to be writing 2018 on my papers. I've already done it, and we're 7 days in. It is nuts. I always mess that up. But our goals, guys, goals. That is the topic. That is what we're going to talk about, and I'm very, very excited to talk about this. I really had no goal of starting a podcast last year. I'm just going to be honest. That was not even in my thoughts, but I was for sure that this is what I needed to do. It kind of just came out of nowhere, started on a whim. I really just wanted to help people and give people an opportunity to have something to go to just for a little bit of help, whatever they needed, or just wanted to ask for help but didn't want to go to somebody to ask for help. So that's what this has been. And I've had more support and more love than I expected, and it's really cool. I was actually down in Texas for a wedding, and I had people talking to me about my podcast down in Texas. People I haven't seen in years were talking about it, so that was an amazing feeling, and I really appreciate that. If you're listening, thank you. Please just keep sharing it. I really appreciate that. We'll just get as many people as we can out here listening. The comments I've had, constructive criticism I've had has been amazing. I appreciate all of it. I want it all. Please keep sending it. A great place to go do that is just send it to me on Instagram or Twitter, or even the website qooh.me/liftyourmonday. That is all anonymous also, so that's a great place to go ask questions. I want you guys to just send me as many questions as you want, because my goal is to answer some of them at the end of each podcast. So please check that out. This podcast has pushed me to get way out of my comfort zone. Also, it's challenged me in so many ways. It's really forced me to even get more organized. When it comes to anything outside of strength and conditioning, I'm not organized, and it's so bad. But this has forced me to really have to dial that in and really figure that out. And I'm super happy I did that because I really needed it. To be honest, I'm not organized outside of strength. When it comes to like my teams and working out, boom, got it, locked in, know what I'm doing. I have it already. But outside of that, it's like, boom, it's a mess, to be honest. But hey, if you don't have a Hydro Flask, you need to get one. These things are legit. First of all, it's so durable, but I need to get a new thing. I'm not much for this little thing on top, but boom, look, I just did a commercial for Hydro Flask. They're not even paying me, but get a Hydro Flask. I'm Team Hydro Flask all the way. Sorry, super random, but goals, guys, goals, man. Goals are huge. Goals help drive us. Goals help give us a path. Goals help give us, a direction. Sometimes when we don't know where to go, what does it line up with your goals? Does it line up with your core values? Does it line up with who you are as a person? I think that's very, very important. Today, with our goals, we're going to talk about, setting goals, how reaching those goals, and a little tips and tricks. And are they realistic? When it comes down to it, are your goals realistic? And yes, we always talk about, if your goals aren't crazy enough, or if people don't think your goals are crazy, they're not big enough. Well, yeah, but there's different aspects of that. So we'll talk about that too. And then we'll kind of go into comparisons. Comparisons can be the death of us. So we'll talk about that a little bit. But let's dive right in. Let's dive right into this. Setting goals, man. I'm a big goal person. I love goals. But a lot of times we can get lost from our goals, and all of a sudden, think about this. All right, first of all, a lot of us have played sports, or if you've never played sports, I'm sure you've written goals down, right? You've always had a coach or somebody say, hey, write your goal, a teacher, write your goals down. Oh, boom. So we write down these 5 goals. And you write them down and they say, oh, hang them up somewhere, put them somewhere. You put them there, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you never look at them ever again. Right? I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from. You write down goals and you never look at them again. Well, what was the point of writing them down? We do that. I've done it. I've done it all the time. We write those goals down and then we never talk about them. Dabo Swinney at Clemson, he had his players write down goals for his football team. If you don't know who Dabo Swinney is, he's a football coach at Clemson. Really turned that program around. But he had his players write down goals for the football season. And he took them all and he said, he raised a hand, how many goals, or he took them all and then he threw them all away, right? These players literally just took the time to write down their goals for the season, and then he just threw them away right in front of them. And all the players are kind of like, what are you doing? Like, why did you just have us do this and then just throw it away like it's trash? Well, he asked him, he said, how many of you just wrote, I need to get this many yards. I want this many catches. I want to be all pro. I want to be this. I want to be that. How many do that? Everybody raised their hand. He said, when it comes down to it, our goals need to be more than this. Because if I asked every other team in the nation to write down their goals, they would have the exact same thing. So if we all have the same goals, we're all doing the same thing, we're all achieving the same thing, it's not really a goal, right? It's not as ambitious. I need you to think deeper than that. I need you to think on another level of your goals. Put beyond yourself into that goal. What means more? Is it just, oh, I want this many yards? Or is it something beyond that? And I think that's huge when it comes to goals. We really need to think about our goals. Don't just set we're going to have our little goals. Yes, you're going to have those little goals, but what are your big goals beyond that? And I think that's huge. We definitely need to have those. So you need to have that wide range of goals. Like, I'm gonna have my big goals. I have my goals listed down right in front of me right here because I'm gonna talk about them a little bit. And I'm gonna share them with you um, because I don't have anything to hide from them. But I have little goals and I have my big goals. Some of the goals I don't know if I'm going to get. Some of the little goals I know I can get. But I want those on there. We talked about it, even making a list. It's creating that momentum. So when it comes to goals, have a goal for each day. Have a goal for each week, month, year, maybe a 2-year goal, 5-year goal, whatever it may be. Have goals that range all over. If you just have big year goals, you're going to kind of get frustrated because you're not reaching them right away, right? It sucks, but that's our society. We want instant satisfaction or gratification. I think that's the word. But we don't always reach it. So it's good to have those little ones that, boom, I'm hitting this goal every day. It gives me the confidence, right? It helps me be consistent, just like on the shirt, right? It helps me. All right, if I can keep doing this goal, then I'm gonna be good. It's gonna give me motivation to keep doing my other goals, right? Create that consistency, right? It takes. We talked about Jake Hamburger. It takes somewhere around like 30 days to create a habit or break a habit, right? You can't just expect. We'll use this example: working out, right? That's everybody's New Year resolution, all the time. I think, my years of working in a gym, you always see January 1st, man, it's popping. Everybody's in there. And all of a sudden, January 30th is like a ghost town. It's crazy, but nothing against that. That should be everybody's goal. Coming from somebody who, lives to work out, I want that to be people's goal, but it's hard if we don't find a way to be consistent with it and develop that habit, right? It's easy to start. Well, it's hard to start. No, I take that back. It's hard to start, but it's even harder to be consistent with it. If you can just start and get the ball rolling, that's huge. But how do you finish that? How do you keep it going? It's easy to start those big goals, but it's hard to keep those ones going. Do your goals align with your ultimate goal for the year, right? A lot of times we have ultimate goals, and I think it helps to put little goals off of our big goals, but do those goals always align? Do they align with who you are? Pardon me. Do they align with who you are? Do they align with what you believe? Do they align with your core values? Our goals should be goals to better ourselves, right? Goals to help us develop as human beings, goals to help, our lives become better, honestly, right? That's a goal. You don't make a goal to make your life worse. That doesn't make any sense. Do they align with who you are? Your ultimate goal in life, whatever it may be. Right now, my ultimate goal at the moment is to, get a job, right? That's my ultimate goal. Do my things align with that? Am I doing everything to help better that opportunity? And I have some other ultimate goals in here, but that's my big one right now. Does everything align with who I am? If I have a goal in there that's just not even realistic, I'm not gonna. It's not that it's not realistic, but it just doesn't align with who I am. There's no point in me putting it on there because I'm not gonna have the buy-in to do it. Also, you need that little buy-in. At the end of the day, if you don't buy into even your own goals, why? Like, you're not gonna have the motivation to do it. If your goal is to wake up at 4 a.m. every day and go work out, but you have zero buy-in to do that, it's going to be miserable. You're going to hate it. Now, maybe you change that. Hey, I'm going to change that to, 6 o'clock Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I do it at 6 o'clock at night. Alter it. Make it so it's realistic for you and gives you the motivation to do it. Don't make it so miserable that you hate it. I think that's very important. Very, very important. Oh, man, I apologize, guys. I'm pretty sure my sister got me sick, so I'm fully blaming it on her. But she's gonna say, "Oh, it wasn't contagious." Mm-hmm, sure. Reaching our goals, guys. It's one thing to set them, but it's another thing to reach those goals. And when it comes down to it, plan. You got to plan. You got to plan how to reach even your smallest goals. What is your plan of attack to each and every goal? For me, we're gonna talk about like a little tips and tricks, but a big one is write them down. Not just in your phone. Write them down on a piece of paper, something, and put it up somewhere so you see them every day, so you are reminded. Yeah, I kind of like that because it reminds me, hey, are you slacking today? It kind of calls yourself out. Are you slacking today? Are you prepared? Are you doing what you need to do to reach this goal? That's a big thing. Keeping yourself accountable. Having that visual so it registers that, like, hey, these are my goals. They are real. I'm going to do them. I'm going to achieve them. Or I'm just going to look at it every day and I'll be like, man, I'm avoiding that. I don't want to see it. No, see it. Put it on the last thing you see or first thing you see in the morning. Put it on your mirror, right? Hopefully everybody brushes their teeth, right? It's kind of important. I hope you do that. Put it right where you brush your teeth so you see it. As you're brushing your teeth, read your goals again. Boom, boom, boom. It's huge. When it comes to your goals, make sure you have like little plans. What are your plans to reach those goals? One of my goals is no candy all year. I'm a big candyaholic, right? That's a pretty big goal just to cut it out. But I love like chocolate, man. Chocolate and little sour gummies. This is my weak spot. But my plan, right? My plan just for even something like that, just no candy. First of all, don't buy it, right? We get so tempted just to buy it, right? I don't need candy, right? I get no benefit from eating candy except the personal satisfaction of it tastes good, right? I don't get any health benefits from it. Nothing comes out of eating candy, so I don't need it. And so I need to remember that when I go to the store, hey, I don't need this candy today, right? If I have a craving for candy, figure out something else to eat, right? Maybe some fruit, always have something there, or a protein bar or something like that, something different. So I don't eat that candy. Always have a plan, right? For each little goal. I have another goal, just a little plan for it. Fast food, I'm going to cut that down as much as possible in my goals. I'm cutting it out completely, especially as a college student, is just hard because sometimes you got to go out and you're on the road or something, you got to do something. So I cut it down to once a week. And my goal is to set that as I'm going to have a plan for what day that is so I can map out what I want to eat. So a goal off of that is I want to map out what I eat every week. So I'm going to have chicken on Monday, beef on Tuesday, chicken on Wednesday, fish on Thursday, beef on Friday, right? And then Saturday, Sunday is my fast food day. And that's like my little cheat meal. Just because, one, I love Runza burgers. I'm not going to deny it. I love a good Runza burger. But also when I go out to restaurants, right, if people want to go out, making sure I make a conscious effort to, change what I eat. If I get a burger, take the bun off, maybe double up the patty so I have extra beef, but little, I don't have the bun. Or maybe I just order it with just lettuce. So changing little things up, always have a plan, right? Always have a plan. Share your goals also. Don't just keep them to yourself, right? Share your goals with someone that you trust to hold you accountable. Not that you trust to keep your goals a secret, but trust to hold you accountable. I mean, I don't want people knowing I'm trying to lose weight or anything. Okay, who cares? It's your goal. If you trust them to hold you accountable, you got to trust them with your goal. If that's the person, if you don't trust them to tell them that you're trying to lose weight, why would you even try to have them hold you accountable? Tell somebody, have them shoot you a text. Hey, can you shoot me a text like every Friday or Saturday, sometime in between there, say, hey, how are your goals going? And then boom, you do it for them too, right? Hold each other accountable. Me and Travis are doing it. He has little things that he wants me to hold him accountable, and I'm going to tell him my goals that I want him to hold me accountable. He doesn't know it yet, but we're going to do that. One big thing for him is him studying CSCS. I'm definitely going to hold him accountable because that's going to help him so much that I want him to succeed. I don't want him to go through what I went through and not pass the first time and have to take it again, because that's a lot of money that just paying for that you don't want to have to pay again. It sucks. That's huge. So I'm gonna hold him accountable, and I trust him to hold me accountable and be blunt and be honest and be like, hey, you're not doing this. You need to do this. And I'm gonna be a man and be like, yeah, you're right. I need to be better about this. So boom, have a plan of attack. Each and every goal, big, little, needs to be, write them down. Have a visual aid that reminds you every day, hey, I need to do this today, hey, this is my goal for the year. What am I doing to get there? Boom. Put them somewhere you can see them. Hey, right in front of you where you're brushing your teeth, you'll see it every day. If you brush your teeth every day, hopefully you do. Maybe that's your goal. Brush my teeth every day. Boom. You're getting that goal every day. Proud of you. Share your goals. Hold yourself accountable. Hold other people accountable. Have them hold you accountable. You don't always have to do this on your own. You don't at all. Have people help you. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. Tips and tricks, guys. 1, read your goals every day. Just like I said, put them up. Read them. Don't just look at them. Read them. Have a mental note and read them every day. Start small and work up also. Don't just go for the biggest thing possible and use that as your first goal. If you don't get it, it's going to really hurt you by getting your other goals. Start small. Have little goals in there that you can get to build that momentum. It's great to be ambitious. Yes, please be ambitious, but also we have to be realistic also. I'm not going to lie to you. You need to be realistic on some of your goals. If your goal is to be president, well, if you have, 1, haven't finished college, 2, haven't done this, what are your little goals off of that? Let's be a little realistic to get there. If you're not even 40, I think that's the rule. Yeah, be like 40 something. Well, you got like 20 years if you're 20, let's be smart. I'm not saying don't have crazy goals. Yes, have crazy goals. I have crazy goals on here. I have big goals, but I made them realistic also. I didn't say I want to learn 6 languages this year. No, that's not going to be possible considering it took me 3 years to get out of Spanish 2. This is probably not going to happen. But it's okay to mess up on your goals. I know I'm going to mess up on my goals, but don't stop. A lot of times when we mess up, we just stop. Like, oh, I couldn't do it. I give up. No. It's okay. It's okay to mess up. It's okay that you didn't get it done. It's okay that it wasn't perfect. We aren't perfect people. We aren't perfect human beings. Nobody's perfect. But learn from it, right? Hey, maybe I need to change my goal, right? Say if I'm really, really struggling with the, fast food once a week, maybe I switch it to 2, right? Boom, Monday and Saturday or Monday and Friday, something like that. So I'm not just completely just going nuts trying to fight it off, but challenge yourself, recover, right? Figure it out, figure out what you need to do better, and then start back up. Boom. It's not like the end of the world. It's not like people are going to look at you like you did something wrong. You missed going to the gym one day. Oh my gosh, don't just stop going. That's going to hurt you more, right? Maybe you just need to take a week off. That's fine. Have the mental strength, though, to go back. Say, hey, I'm going to take this week off just because I'm really struggling trying to get there. Figure out a better plan how to get there and start again. Have somebody hold you accountable. There's nothing wrong with having somebody hold you accountable and ask for help. Nothing wrong at all. Guys, pardon me, when it comes to making goals, setting goals, I heard this quote from Teddy Roosevelt. I was listening to actually a podcast. The girl that was speaking, she said, comparison is the thief of joy. Teddy Roosevelt said that. Comparison is the thief of joy. It really stuck out to me because I'm one to compare myself to others often. Not like big, like famous people. I do a lot of times with my coworkers or, my friends, and I see where they're at in life. And I'm like, man, I need to be there. I need to be there. I need to be there. I need to do this, But we're all different. We're all at different parts in our lives. I can't compare my beginning to someone's middle. If I'm starting this goal and somebody's been doing it for a year, I can't compare where I'm at right now to where they're at right now. And I think we need to remember, we're all different. every single person is different. Just because somebody's been working out for 10 years and you just start working out now, do not compare yourself to them, because I guarantee you, we all had to start somewhere. If you could have seen my snatch from where I started to where I'm at now, I have to remind my athletes all the time, guys, don't compare the person next to you. You are not the same person. Nobody got to where they're at by just being perfect right away. I mean, there might be one, Wesley Jardine. The dude's a freak athlete, but I'll give him that. He could do anything the first time. So other than that, don't compare yourself. Let me take that back, right? Don't compare yourself to your beginning to somebody's middle, but it's okay to compare yourself to, maybe you start something with somebody new. I'll compare myself to where I used to be. I'll compare where I'm at now to where I used to be. If you have to grow, right? We have to grow. If you're constantly doing the same thing and you have no growth out of it, you need to change what you're doing. We can't just keep doing the same thing and get the same result, right? That's the definition of insanity. If I'm not getting any benefit, I'm not getting any growth from it, I need to change it. And a lot of time that's working out, right? You can't just do the same workout every day for the rest of your life, right? Your body will adapt, right? We have to break the adaptation. We have to grow. We have to push ourselves. And sometimes you need to compare yourself a little bit, but comparing yourself in a smart way, right? I'm not going to compare myself to, a top power or a top Olympic lifter, because I know I'm not going to compare myself to Matt Frazier. Like if I'm doing a CrossFit workout, I'm not going to compare myself to the fittest man in the world, right? That's just ridiculous. That wouldn't make any sense. I'm going to compare myself to, maybe the average time or the time that's expected, and boom, now I have something to go off of. So there's a way to handle comparisons, but don't make comparisons your life. Comparison is the thief of joy. Teddy Roosevelt, man, I love that quote. It really puts it in perspective for me. My Coach Wells, if you aren't from Hastings, he's the head strength and conditioning coach here, the one I work under. He had us text us, what's the hardest part of your job? Me and Travis had to text him, what is the hardest part of our job? I sent him two things. The first thing was, critiquing him, right? He's my boss. Sometimes I find it hard to critique him, but it's something we need to work on because, like he said, if we can't critique him and help him grow, we can't grow also. So I think that's a big thing. But my second thing was, hardest part of my job is comparing myself to him and Travis and my friends. And what I mean by my friends is some of my friends have jobs. They're out of school. They're doing big things. They're off, living life already. They're on to the adult world. And I'm still, in school getting my master's and stuff like that. And sometimes I feel like I'm behind. Or, with Coach Wells and Travis, sometimes they know things or doing things. Travis, a lot of time it's, lifting. I compare myself to him lifting, but the dude's so strong. It's like I'm never even going to, reach that. But my goal is, I'm going to try. But sometimes I get in my head and I compare myself to him too much. With Coach Wells, it's his knowledge of, being a strength coach and handling situations. I compare myself to that a lot of times. And my goal is to kind of get out of that. So it's, saying it and texting that to him really helped itself because it really put it in perspective for me too. So I think that's huge. Sometimes we just got to be real with ourselves, right? We have to be real and honest with ourselves to kind of get out of the way if we need to, figure out what's holding us back and what's kind of hindering us a little bit. So I'm just going to read my goals. So if you're listening to this and you have Instagram, Twitter, what I want you to do is I want you to take a screenshot of it on your phone or whatever it is and, post it for me, please. And then also on my Instagram, Monday, I'm going to do it right around, let's say, I have class. So I'm going to post it before 9, hopefully. On my Instagram story, I'm going to post what's your big goal, right? or what's one goal you have? I'm gonna post that sticker on my Instagram story, and I want people to put that in there. Put a goal of yours. And I'm gonna post them. Right? It's anonymous. So I'm gonna post it on there. But also go onto our website, guys, please. QOOH.me/liftyourmonday and post some questions on there for me that you would like to know, or comments, anything, topics you want to hear about, and we'll talk about them. I'm going to tell you guys my goals. That way, if I'm not keeping them, you see me, you can hold me accountable for them. This isn't all of them. I'm still kind of working on my list. I really, really want to dive into this. I haven't really dove into, New Year's resolutions or goals before. So I really, really want to make this something big for me. So we'll do this, and then I'll answer some questions from the website, and then we'll talk about the giveaway at the end. So my goals, I want to cut down on drinking. I'm not one to go out and just get sloshed on the weekends. That's not really me, but I really want to kind of cut it out and eventually kind of cut it out of my life. I think that'd be huge. I think it'd be very beneficial. So that is a big goal of mine. No candy, like we talked about. Fast food once a week, kind of cut that down. I want to add 2 to 3 certifications. My goal is the RPR level 1 and level 2 and the USAW level 2. I want to read the Bible every day for at least 15 to 20 minutes. I want to grow in my faith, and I want to also help at least one person grow in theirs. I want to read 10 to 12 books this year. I put 10 to 12 because, I think this year is going to be crazy. I don't know what's coming, but at some point in this year, I'm going to have to get a job and, end up somewhere else. So I think there's going to be some crazy months in there. So I think 10 to 12 is, it's pushing myself, but it's reasonable at the same time, right? Realistic. Get a job. That's a big goal. Get a job. I don't know when, I don't know what, but hopefully I can find one. My goal also is to eat way better. So things off that are planning out my week, meal prepping, buying healthy, buying smart, and just being productive with it. Mobility every night. That's a big one. I'm going to write out a plan for mobility to do every night. Probably going to be about 20 to 30 minutes. That's it. 30 minutes of my night, I think I can handle that. And then this is a very big goal of mine. I'm really excited about it. My sister, Haley, actually inspired me, but I want to learn ASL. I think it's something that doesn't get talked about a lot, but I think it's huge. I think it's a community that doesn't get a lot of love, and I would love to be able to show some love towards that, learn ASL, and I think I could really use that to help. And that's my ultimate goal, is to help people. So I'm very, very excited about that. Don't know how I'm going to do that one yet, but that is huge for me. So those are my goals so far. I hope to add a couple more. I have little goals. I have big goals, right? I have day goals. Read the Bible every day. That's a day goal. Eat way better. That's a day goal. What's the plan? Plan it out. Weeks. I can use that as a week goal. Little things, right? Write them out, guys. One of my big things is I'm actually going to the store tonight, and I'm going to get like a poster board to write these out, so I see them every single day. But all right, let's get to some of these questions, and then we'll get to the giveaway. I'm really excited about. Let's see. Okay. This is a big one. I read this one, and I had to do a lot of thinking about it. I read this one a while ago, but it talks about, you talk about other people holding you accountable when you don't want to complete a workout or you are dragging. Not having a great day. What are some things you do to make sure you are accountable and no one is shooting with you in the gym? these few questions I've had to think about. But actually, I already did that. My bad. This one, here it is. I find it difficult to apply the lesson of being my authentic self in today's collegiate athletic environment. How do I be true? How do I be my true self if I am a gay athlete here on campus? Man, that's the beauty of this anonymous website, I think. Because, a lot of times people aren't just going to come out and ask a question like that. And I think that's huge because, one, being true to yourself is huge. You got to do what ultimately makes you happy. If you're on a team and, you feel comfortable on that team, you have people on that team that you trust, you love, then you need to, I'm not saying you need to, but it's hard. I'm not in that situation. It's hard to speak on it, honestly. But this is putting me in my uncomfortable zone, and I want to help whoever this is. And I think it's just be true to who you are and be true to yourself and do whatever makes you truly happy. At the end of the day, they're your teammates. If you stay true to who you are and you're not being fake, and you're not, man, it's tough. I'm trying to put this in words, but always just be true to yourself. The people close to you, the people who are your real friends are going to love you no matter what. For me, that doesn't bother me. Like, if I had a friend that was, came out on the team, I'm going to support them. There's not something to hide behind. That's who you are. That's who you are as a human being. Just be true to yourself. Yeah. If you want to talk about that more, please get in contact with me. I'd love to, just talk. I want to help you feel, comfortable, and help you feel like your true self, and help you feel like, you're comfortable being an athlete or being a gay athlete on campus. Yeah. So please come talk to me. I hope that helped. You really, really challenged me with that, and I appreciate that. How do you motivate athletes that just seem to have no motivation? I think this is the big one. I've struggled with this one too. I've definitely had athletes that I've coached that just seem like they really don't want to be there. And a big one for me is talk to them, have a conversation with them, meet with them, find out what makes them click, find out what makes them tick, find out, why they're here. They're not just here to be here. So figure out a reason why they're here and help them, connect with them on their level, and, show them, hey, this is, the level I'm coming from too, find different ways. I think we'll end with that. So the giveaway, guys, first giveaway of the year. When this podcast gets to 200 listens, right? I can see the listens, how many we get. When this podcast gets to 200 listens, I will announce the giveaway on Twitter and Instagram. It's a year-long workout program. I'll tell you how to get it. But first we got to get to 200 listens. So that means we got to share it. You got to put it out, our average listen is like 140. So if you just get one other person to listen to the podcast too, boom, 200. We'll have over 200 listens. That'd be amazing. It's not a hard feat, right? 200 listens, guys. We get it to 200 listens, I'll do my first giveaway on Twitter and Instagram for a year-long workout program. If we don't get it before next Monday, we'll restart. We'll do it for that one. So share it, guys. Get it out there. Write those goals. Get them ready. 2019 is going to be a great year, right? Good or great, it's your choice. You have the ability to choose. E plus R equals O. Don't forget it. Event plus response equals outcome. I want to touch on that all the time. I hope you guys have a phenomenal Monday. Have a great Monday. Help somebody else have a great Monday. Share this podcast. Lift your Monday. I hope you have a phenomenal day. Love you guys. Have a great day.